So in this episode, we're going to be looking at our divisibility rules, and these are rules that are very important for us so that we can easily divide certain numbers. So here on screen, we have the number and we have the rule or explanation for that particular number. So for 2 numbers which end in 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 are exactly divisible by 2. They are even numbers and they end with 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. So any number that's an even number can be divided by 2. What about 3? If the sum of the digits in a number is a multiple of 3, then that number is exactly divisible by 3. For example, 3, 6, 12, etc. 4. If the last 2 digits of a number are multiples of 4, then that number is exactly divisible by 4. 5. All numbers that end in 0 and 5 are exactly divisible by 5. So 25, 100, 10, 1,000, 10,000, a million, all of them that end with 0 or 5, those would be divisible by 5. 6. If an even number is divisible by 3, it is also divisible by 6. All right. 8. If the last 3 digits of a number are a multiple of 8, then that number is divisible by 8. 9. A number is divisible by 9 if the sum of the digits is 9 or a multiple of 9. And 10. All numbers which end in 0 are exactly divisible by 10. All multiples of 10 end in 0. Alright, so those are the rules. So let's go ahead now and we're going to look at 621. Now, this exercise says here that we should write which numbers are divisible by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, or 10. This is not an even number because this ends with 1. This is an odd number. So automatically we know that this one cannot be divided by 2. Can it be divided by 3? Well, let's look if the sum of the digits would be a multiple of 3. So 6 and 2 would be 8. 8 and 1, 9. Now 9 is divisible by what? 9 is divisible by 3. And 9 is a multiple of 3. So 3 could go into this number. Now 6 and 2, 8 and 1, 9. Now this means that it's also divisible by 9. Alright. What about 70? Well, 7 and 0, no. But it ends with 0. So that means it's even. Therefore, 2 can go into this number. 5 could go in there as well. Right? 10 could go in there as well. Right? Based on what they asked us for. They asked us for 2, 4, 5, 6, 9, or 10. Right? Let me just put that up here. They wanted us to say if 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 or 10 can go into these numbers. But you know which other number could go into this as well? 7 could go in there as well. All right. What about 305? Well, when we find the sum of these digits, we get 8. So that won't work. It's not even. 3, no. Okay, so 5 can go in there. What about 8,200? Well, it's even, so 2 can go in there. These last 3 digits, we can multiply something by 4 to get these 50. So that means that 4 could go in there because it ends with 0. 5 could go in there. Let's see, 10 could go in there as well, right? Based on these numbers. But also 8 could go into this as well. 700, similarly, 2 could go in there because it's even. 4 can go in there. Let me see. 5 can go in there. Yes. 7 could go in there. Yes, because it's 700. And 10 could go in there as well. Now, there's a little thing not stated here. It says that any number that ends with 00, 4 can go in there. So I know that 4 can go in there because it ends with 00. Let's look at this. 100 divided by 4. This is what? 25. Okay, so it would just be a multiple of 25 that would give me 700. Right? All right. So what about 1863? So this is not even. So 2, I'm not going to look for 2 to go into this without remainder. All right. But 8 and 1 is 9. 9 and 6 would be 15. 15 and 3 would be 18. Oh, 18. That means that 3 could go in there because 18 is a multiple of 3. And 9 could go in there because 18 is a multiple of 9. Okay. Next one, no, 3210. Okay, so this is an even number, so we know 2 can go in there. Let me see if 3 could go in there. What would we do? 3 and 2, 5 and 1, 6, 6 and 0. Okay, so 3 can go in there. And if 2 can go in there and 3 can go in there, then 6 could go in there. 5 could go in there as well because it ends with a 0. So 5 can go in there. 6 can go in there. Oh, because it ends with a 0 as well, 10 could go into this one. 981. Okay, 2 can't go into this because this is an odd number. So 9 and 8 and 1 is 9 again. 9, 2 is 18. Okay. So 3 could go in there and 9 could go in there as well. So let's see if we have this down. We were asked to tell if these numbers listed here are divisible by 2, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. We said that 621 is divisible by 3 and 9 because the sum of the digits is a multiple of 3 and the sum of the digits is also equal to 9. 70 is divisible by 2, 5, and 10 because this 70 is even and any number that has 0 can be divided by 5 or 10. Additionally though, we know that 7 is also a factor that could go into 70. 305 is divisible by 5. It ends with a 5. 8200 can be divided by 2 because it's an even number. It can be divided by 4 because there's a little rule that says any number that has 00 at the end can be divided by 4, and we use the 100 to show that. Then it can be divided by 5 because we have 0 at the end, and any number that has 0 at the end can also be divided by 10. Same thing for 700. 1863 can be divided by 3 and 9 because the sum of the digits here is a multiple of 3 and a multiple of 9. For 3210, it's even, so we can divide it by 2. The sum of the digits would be 6, so it can be divided by 3. It has 0 at the end, so it can be divided by 5. It can be divided by both 2 and 3, therefore it can be divided by 6. Because it has 0 at the end, it can be divided by 10. Last one, 981. The sum of the digits is 18, so it can be divided by 3 because it's a multiple of 3. And it could be divided by 9 because the sum of the digits is also a multiple of 9. Alright guys, I hope that you have a better understanding of the divisibility rules. Go ahead, do a few examples, leave them in the comment section below. Take care, see you in the next episode.